Dixon. Dixon looks really quick, but he's a lap down. He's going to probably go by here, but that's not what Ed Carpenter wants. He doesn't want to start racing with him and lose sight of James.
Well, if Dixon's fast enough, he might actually help Ed tow up to Hinchcliffe, and maybe Dixon can get up there and cause a few headaches for Hinchcliffe. And they are super close coming off of turn 4. Scott Dixon wants that lead lap.
Yeah, the more you do this, oh! Just like I said, the more you start fooling around and racing each other, that's what happens.
Carpenter and Dixon touch. Dixon is into the wall, and there's that Castroneves that came by and just clipped him.
I thought that might be Gabby Chavez that clipped Dixon. We'll have to see it again, but Scott Dixon, I'm going to say that there was a little bob and weave between those two guys. I'm sure Carpenter didn't appreciate how hard Dixon was racing him.
I would say I would question that, whether that could have been Ed's fault, an avoidable contact penalty, because they were on the straightaway and it was like Ed moved over and they touched wheels, so that could be an avoidable contact. He's mad. I'd be mad too.
And the frustration continues to mount for Scott Dixon.
Well, we'll have to see this again. You're talking about a guy that's a lap down, trying to race second place, who's in contention for a win. And so many times on the tri-oval, because it's not a straightaway, you can see a difference of opinion on track position and who's right away.
Well, we're going to have a race now if there's no penalties involved here for Ed.
Well, here's the thing, Paul. You've got Castroneves, Kanaan, and Rahal, the only other cars on the lead lap. One of these guys is going to stop for tires, I would think, and see if they can be strong to the finish, because it'll take 5 laps to clean up this yellow.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. If I was sitting anywhere behind those guys, I'd take tires, but look at this.
Coming through the tri-oval.
Just kind of moved over a little. Looked like Ed just kind of cut the lane. And I mean, we see guys run 2, 3 wide through there all the time, so there's plenty of room to do it. That's not an accident that you see very often. You watch here from an overhead.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
it looks to me like Dixon moved up. It
looked like Dixon. You're right. It looked like Dixon got into the back of Ed. So I'm in the wrong here. I think.
Wait a second. Can we say that one more time?
I'm in the wrong here.
Does anybody
I agree with you. I think Dixon moved up the lane and caught that back bumper.
That is Helio Castroneves. Robin?
Boys, Ed Carpenter said, what's he mad about? He ran into me.